If I edit one of these, I add some more stuff, Morning Glory, the movie, and I hit enter. It adds a new line. How do we feel about that? That's right. We're not satisfied with it just working. We want it to work well. So let's deal with it. What can we do? So when we, wherever this thing is now, okay. As soon as we render the list item, we could look for the flick name, item, query selector, dot flick name, add event listener. There's key down, there's key press. Either one would be fine. And then what do we want to do? What if it did this? Could it just do the same thing as edit? Does this dot edit bind this flick? Not yet. Not yet. Edit bind. In fact, let's not. Let's make it our own. Let's call it save on enter. Dot bind this. And I will go ahead and pass in the flick as well. So let's make a new one called save on enter. Again, flick will be the first argument, event the second one. And for right now, let's just console log the event and see what we can see. Refresh. Let's put our cursor in there and hit enter. Here it is. It is a keyboard event. The key is capital E enter. So how about if event.key triple equal capital E enter. Console log woot. Refresh. Edit. Enter. Woot. Backspace? No. Tab? No. Just enter. If you look up keyboard events on MDN, DOM keyboard events. There we go. Keyboard event on MDN. I'll tell you a bunch of stuff. Among other things, it'll tell you keyboard event.key returns a DOM string representing the key value of the key represented by the event. Let's see if there's anything more about this. Keyboard event.key. Somewhere it lists all of them, but you can see arrow down, arrow up, arrow left, enter, etc. So this is a standard, so you can rely on these being the values. So capital E enter for enter. Predefined key values, here we go. Yeah, so in this page you can see what all of them are. So we could make it, instead of console log, We can make it call edit. It's just the event won't be right, will it? Yeah, shucks. Copy paste. I swear. Unacceptable. So what will current target be? It'll be the span, right? The name field. So this part of it here, we could extract that to its own. Call it stop editing or something. And just make it take all of these things it needs as arguments. The name field and the icon and the button. And the flick. Ugh. But we could do it. Let's see here. What if... Let's just try calling this dot edit, passing in the flick and passing through the event. And let's just play around with that. Throw a debugger in there. Refresh. Blah, blah. Okay. And that does it right there. So event.current target. Is that. So what if I check. Element no. Is there like a type? Submit. Name. There's nothing. It's element node. 1. Yeah. Why am I not seeing... Oh, it is there. Tag name. So it gives me all caps button. So we could say... Also, we know that that thing, the button, has a class of edit, right? We could check a couple of things about this. We could say if event.currentTarget triple equal, or dot tag name triple equal all caps button. We could check if current dot class list. Yeah. EV is not defined. Yeah. Do that again. Class list dot contains edit or button. Here's the thing, they could be links or they could be buttons, and Foundation doesn't care, and neither does the DOM as far as how they work. You can still click on those. So we could check that. We could check current target dot class list dot contains button, in which case let's just say let btn equals event.currentTarget. Else let button name field equals event.current target. In which case, either way, list item could be the closest. Of whatever the target is. Event.current target closest flick. Or heck, even target closest flick would work. Yeah, it doesn't like doing this way. That's the problem. Where? Oh, down here, right. Yeah, it'll get over it. So we do need to set it if we already have button. So if that's the case, we'll do it this way. Otherwise, and not const. Otherwise, we need to set the button to something like list item dot query selector dot edit dot button. Not just any old button. Then we can grab the icon the same way and do all the rest of it. So depending on which one's the current target, we could do that way. Actually, I don't know. That might be a little more trouble than it's worth. We could just get the list item and then search for both of them this way. How's that? This seems like a little too many lines of code to do something that we could just do this way. Class name field. Once we have the list item, we can just search for that and not worry about which one is the target. And just get the button this way. Make sense? So we'll just get them both with query selector. And let's see how that does. Refresh. Does edit still basically work? Yes. Where's my cursor though? There it is. Backspace over that. Hit enter. It went back. Seems all right. Cool. So now enter actually saves. Yeah. Yeah.